Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into 7 fascinating facts about too much that you might not know. We often hear the phrase everything in moderation, but have you ever stopped to consider the science behind it? From the food we eat to the information we consume, we'll explore how overdoing it, even with things that are generally considered good, can have surprising and sometimes detrimental effects. Get ready to expand your understanding of the delicate balance our bodies and minds strive to maintain. Let's get started. You know how they say too much of anything is bad for you? It turns out there's hard science behind that old adage. We often associate the word toxicity with poisons or dangerous chemicals, but the truth is even essential things can become toxic in excess. Take water, for example. It's crucial for life, right? But did you know that drinking extreme amounts of water in a short period can lead to water intoxication? It disrupts your electrolyte balance, which can be incredibly dangerous. It's a powerful reminder that even the most essential substances have a tipping point. We live in a world of abundant choices, and while options are generally a good thing, our brains weren't quite designed to handle unlimited possibilities. Have you ever found yourself stuck, unable to make a simple decision because you're overwhelmed by all the options? That's decision paralysis in action, and it's a direct result of trying to process too much information. Your brain gets stuck in a loop, analyzing every possible outcome, and ultimately no decision feels right. We all experience stress. It's a natural part of life, but when stress becomes chronic, it begins to have a physical impact on the most complex organ in your body, your brain. Imagine this: chronic stress actually causes the grey matter in your brain to shrink. This grey matter is crucial for processing information, memory, and even emotional regulation. So, too much stress doesn't just make you feel bad, it can literally change the physical structure of your brain. Chapter 4. The blue light thief stealing sleep in the digital age. Let's face it, we live in a world dominated by screens. Our phones, computers, and TVs emit blue light, which is fine in moderation, but many of us are exposed to this blue light late into the night, and that's where the trouble begins. Our bodies have a natural sleep-wake cycle called the circadian rhythm, regulated by the hormone melatonin. Blue light suppresses melatonin production, tricking your brain into thinking it's still daytime. The result? Difficulty falling asleep, poor sleep quality, and a whole host of health issues that come with sleep deprivation. Chapter 5. Sugar overload, how too much sweetness rewires your brain. We all love a sweet treat now and then, but the overconsumption of sugar is a growing problem with far-reaching consequences. It's not just about empty calories and weight gain, it's about what sugar does to your brain. Consuming too much sugar over time actually changes the brain's reward system. It starts to crave the dopamine rush that sugar provides, much like addictive substances. This can lead to a vicious cycle of cravings, overeating, and potential health problems. Chapter 6. The Great Indoors. Why too much time inside stifles creativity. As a species, we evolved in nature, surrounded by the sights, sounds, and smells of the outdoors. Yet many of us spend the majority of our lives indoors, glued to screens and surrounded by artificial environments. Studies have shown that this lack of exposure to nature can actually limit creativity. Getting outdoors, even for short periods, enhances cognitive function and boosts problem-solving abilities. It's like giving your brain a breath of fresh air, literally. Chapter 7. Information overload, when too much knowledge backfires. We live in the information age where we have access to an unprecedented amount of knowledge at our fingertips. But here's a paradox. Too much information can actually hinder learning. Imagine trying to drink from a fire hose. You'd end up soaked but not necessarily hydrated. Our brains are similar. When bombarded with too much information at once, we experience cognitive overload. Outro: finding the balance, the art of just enough. Thanks for watching. If you found these facts about too much intriguing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content. As we've explored, the concept of too much applies to so many aspects of our lives. It's a reminder that even good things have their limits. The key takeaway? Moderation and balance are essential. By being mindful of our consumption habits, stress levels, and even our relationship with technology and information, we can strive to live healthier, happier, and more fulfilling lives. See you next time.